This is everything they never told you about real estate, helping you scale your business, implement AI, and capitalize on the latest tech and lead gen strategies. And now here's your hosts, the AI queen of real estate, Carrie Sauvé, and the queen of Canadian real estate, Jennifer Jones.
Welcome back, everybody. I again am joined with my beautiful co-host, the queen of Canadian real estate, Jennifer Jones. And we have a guest on. Me and Madison just met, I feel like, a month ago. Madison Tews, she is an EXP agent out of Sarnia. Don't know where that is. It's okay. Not many people do. She's killing it. She's absolutely killing it. She's iconed 4 years in a row. So that's a huge deal because Sarnia is very small. And if you're not with EXP and you're listening to this, Jennifer, what does iconing mean?
So basically what it means is she's doing it would be it's over about 500,000 gross commission income, right? So it's like, yeah, you're capped out. Long story, you cap out, you pay EXP 16,000 gross commission income on an 80-20 split. And then you're paying 5,700 in transaction fees after that at $225 per transaction, right? If it hasn't increased since the last time. So it works out in York region for us, like on an average price point of about 9 and change, to being somewhere in the range of 28 to 32 deals a year. What is it for you, Madison?
Great question. So converting that, like our average sale here in Sarnia, Ontario, is about 500,000. So you're almost about half of so it is harder to produce and become an icon agent in a city where your average sales are much lower. And volume wise, like how many sales can you actually do in this city? It's about like only 2,000 deals a year that our board sees. So yeah, I know that my numbers, I got to be somewhere in the 40 plus houses a year.
That's brilliant. Yeah, good job. And you've been with EXP actually a long time. You were one of the originals. So what has kept you with EXP for so long? Because a lot of people would have questions about like why so long and why EXP?
Mm-hmm. I guess to rewind the tape, my dad started real estate in 1974. So he's like an OG, like for the industry. So he has so much experience with brokerage models. He's seen the history of real estate grow. So he watched when RE/MAX kind of was the thing to do. Then he saw when Keller Williams was the thing to do. And then Exit Realty was the thing to do. So he has seen the progression of real estate. And then I think he's been retired for 25 years. And his wife's in real estate. So we're colleagues together. He said to us, you guys need to look at this model. So someone brought it to him. Mm-hmm. And he said, this is like everything that's ever existed, like all in one. And I said, oh, okay. But, moving brokerages is a really big thing, especially if you're an established business and you have lots of clients that know your brand and what you look like and what company you work for. So the move was hard. So I worked with Royal LePage, Lisa and I both did before. So so this is kind of what my dad said. Listen, I think this is the way to go. For one, technology is the leading edge. You need to have technology. So he was like, I don't understand technology, but I understand enough to know that you need it. So he's like, okay, that is number one. So technology, and we saw technology with EXP at its absolute optimal during COVID. Like everybody was scattered around trying to take their business online. And I was like, wow, you know what? I had my biggest producing year that year. How is that possible? It's because the infrastructure of my company made it so seamless for me to continue my business. So I'm a believer after that. So I'm a believer in this company because it supported me in a way that there was no ripple in my business. So I was like a steam engine blowing through deals and just blowing my competition out of the water. So that was for me, one of the reasons why I continue to stay is because they're always evolving and staying on top of what we should be doing as agents or any business, I guess, in this kind of a world. And number two, I'm a high producing agent. So for me, what piques my interest is that I'm going to give you $16,000. But then if I produce and I love to produce and get rewarded, like to me, that helps me in my business. So it's like, wait a second, if I produce enough, you're going to give that back to me in stocks in the company. And then I can retain that and build something. That was cool. So I did that. And then the Icon Award is like, I just think that's just, we cap at 80,000 in our company, and that's like unheard of for any brokerage model. So I think for me, anybody who's making over $100,000 a year should be looking at this. So, maybe if you don't, I get it. It doesn't make sense to move. But if you want to cap and make 100% of your commission, that's unheard of. Royal LePage, it used to be $1 million gross commission. Then they'll let you cap.
Wow.
That's a lot of deals to do for the average agent, right? Yeah. So for me, it's technology, it's the culture, it's the way that they get you involved in the culture and encourage you to do the things that we know are good for business. And the fact that I can move anywhere in my business and take my brand with me. And I love that option. We never know where life takes us. And this is going to be the final thing for me is it respects the fact of how hard agents work to create their own brand. Remax, your Remax. Exit, your exit. Coldwell, your Coldwell. You get the same sign. You got to put your face in the holder. Like EXP just wants you to be you and be magical and have a brand and a team and make it look like you. And they don't need this massive recognition all the time. And I think that that's so commendable that they allow us to have these beautiful brands and be recognized for us.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And I was going to say, and that leads us to the critical piece, which is the way the industry is changing right now, which is AI, right?
Right.
So this is the biggest impact on the world since the internet first happened, right? And I think EXP has really jumped on this, embraced it. I mean, Carrie's our global AI tech and AI consultant. And I think it's really important for agents to understand if you don't get on this bandwagon right now, you are going to be so far behind, even in 6 months. You're just not going to be able to compete, right?
Jennifer,
because
I have some statistics for you, actually. Did you guys know that it's almost already too late? Because 80% of agents in North America are using AI right now. However, you know what they're using it for? Listing descriptions, whatever's included in their CRM or MLS system, which is like predictive analytics of matching up properties for you. So they have really nothing to do with that. And then the third one, which is what I find really interesting, what all agents are focused on when it comes to AI, which is sales bots. And me and Madison had like a little chat about this before, because at EXPCon Toronto, her friend purchased a chat bot, like a sales bot. So when I say a sales bot, guys, I mean like it's hosted on your website. It can answer questions for your leads. Like it's there to help your sales and bring in more leads. So I guess she purchased one and it was super expensive. And I'm like, Madison, thank God you didn't get that, because literally like I show you the best one on the market and it costs like $19 a month and it's the easiest to use. So and when you think about AI for real estate, that's what realtors think of. A chat bot that sits on their website. And I'm like, it's so much more than that, guys. Like, where are the leads going to come from that are going to talk to your chat bot? You know, like, don't be so focused on the bottom of the funnel. Like, worry about the top and the middle. I think that's my personal opinion. But yeah, those are some good stats. So because the majority of that 80% are only using those few features of AI, there's still a ton of room to really harness it and build it into your entire business, which is going to scale your business for a lot cheaper.
Well, I think even, Carrie, even going back a year ago where I was on stage explaining what you had taught me in your program, which was like actually taking market reports for our service area, feeding it up into ChatGPT as a PDF, right? Having it crawl that, gather information, and we could basically ask it to determine, based on previous historical data, where was the likely the likelihood the likely market specific area or type of home that was going to be going up for sale. Like, were these detached? Was it going to be townhomes? Was it semis? What particular area was likely to trend next? And then being able to ask it to overcome, create seller objections and create objection handlers for those, create marketing pieces, create the stuff that, that you were able to create from that. I mean, this is next level. So I feel like if people don't jump in and kind of get educated at a deeper level, which is what most of the brokerages aren't doing, right? You know, like going into teach at a Remax last week. I love Remax. There's lots of amazing brokerages, but they're not necessarily focused on those things, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And honestly, people might be thinking, like listening and thinking, oh my God, that sounds super complicated. So that was last year. And I gave Jennifer literally the prompt stack to achieve all of this. I've since turned that into a custom GPT called the Funnel GPT. Madison's in my program. You're going to find it. And it literally guides you through the whole process. So this is not like a big complicated thing. It'll just ask you to upload stats or a market report, and it'll do all the work for you. You don't need to know what to ask for. It'll just give you everything you could possibly need, which is kind of cool because AI is like changing and it's evolving. And as I speak to agents like who have taken my program, I figure out where they're not, optimizing AI the most and like what kind of obstacles. And then I shift, to accommodate them. Everyone's always like, oh, you sell your course once and then you do all this work after. I'm like, cause I like to do it. You know what I mean? They're like, you should be a subscription company. And I'm like, no, because I like to do it. Like, this is my thing. So Madison, how are you? Like so you just started the program when, like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks? I don't know, something like that.
Yeah. Definitely a couple weeks. I guess my journey, this is for like anybody that's probably most people in my position, is that you know that you need it, but you don't know what to do or even where to start. Like me, I knew that I needed to. So I did, started downloading ChatGPT, follow some people on social media that are doing it, save some of those tips for later, that kind of thing. And I actually executed like a few things on my own to then start to realize, wow, that was incredibly fast. And I got so much out of just providing the proper prompts, asking the right questions and things like that. So I kind of saw that there was so much more that I didn't know. And so for me, what I know about myself, which is probably most entrepreneurs in business, is that you don't actually have to know it all. I learned that very early on in business coaching, is that I'm not expected to know it all. And that's crazy to think that I would know it all the things I need to know in my business. But the smartest, most successful people find and align with the people that they feel like have the answers. So for me, when I met Carrie, I was at the conference and we went and we did, I went to the presentation because it was on my radar. AI is something I need to learn. So I went and sat in. And I'm not going to lie, I was like, yeah, this is more than I can handle, right? Like I could do surface level, but I was like, is it just me or is everybody else feeling the same? Kind of like, oh my God, deer in the headlights. So then I was like, okay, the cool thing is when you're scared of something and it's feeling like, oh my God, I'm out of my comfort zone, it's probably a good thing. So I was like, okay, I should probably be paying attention because it feels scary. It's probably a good thing. Then I saw you again, like 2 times again, in ways that weren't like, it's not like she algorithmed me on Instagram and I was getting her stuff because she's soliciting me. These were organic other introductions to her message. And I was like, okay, universe, I'm hearing it. So then I remember thinking, maybe I need this. And maybe this is the option to have someone there that if I have a question or I am super nervous or I don't have an answer, I could ask. So for me, it was the first time that it felt like this might be actually accessible to me. I might actually be able to try and have someone that's going to catch me if I fall, or like I can ask a question and get the answer that I need without wasting too much time trying to figure it out all by myself.
Yeah.
So that's why I joined. Yeah, that's why I did it.
Do you think, like, I know you're probably not too far along because it was your birthday, it was Thanksgiving here in Canada. So is it easy to understand and follow so far?
Yeah. So I find it like a resource manual. It's not like I'm just sitting there and it's just brushing over me and I'm sitting here like for hours listening. It's broken down into such nice little chunks of information really well. So it's easy to start and stop a task. And I feel like it's more of like let's do this together. So let's stop and let's do this. And then once we're done, we can move on. And it doesn't all have to be done at once. And I liked that. It didn't feel overwhelming.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause we are all busy, right? Like realtors are busy. We're always on call. So yeah, 100%. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. And I can't wait for you to get to finish.
But I'm going to give you my last,
Yeah.
this is what you said to me. This is what you said to me, and I'll never forget it. Sometimes you need people in your life to tell you what to do. So I said, I'm just a little hesitant to go through with this because I don't think I'll be able to implement, like one more thing to do. And she said, well, you might have to get up a little earlier. Oh shit, she's probably right. Oh, like that's the truth. And, truthfully, that's what I needed to hear. Like there's a difference between, it's not forever. I don't have to get up early forever to do this. But like if you want to make a shift in your business and it's important enough, then you'll find the time to do it. Right. So there's going to be apprehension, I think, but I did it.
So you really need to come. So next week, I'm actually on stage in Sault Ste. Marie on Monday. So I have these live Q&As.
Okay. Are you inviting her to Sault Ste. Marie?
I'm going to Sault Ste. Marie.
I love that.
Right?
But then the following week, I'm going to Miami.
To Sault Ste. Marie.
No, I was going to tell
you. We love you. Yeah.
Jennifer's like, we gotta go. I'm like, we gotta go here. She's like, okay, I'm buying my ticket right now. Not Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah, it's too far.
But so the following week, so I have these live Q&As every Monday. So next week's is off, but the following week, Madison, Jennifer, you need to come on it too because like
you'll be in Miami.
No. Oh shit, am I? Okay, whatever. I'll figure it out.
Doing it live from Miami,
right? Because here's the thing: like I told everybody, not everybody shows up to the Q&As. Some people like to be held accountable. Some people I never ever see them. But it's really great to streamline our own business and have us working really efficiently. But like the real gold in AI right now is like how to elevate your client experience, right? Mike. Is that Mike? Okay, Jennifer's turned her volume down. Okay, so I had this brilliant idea because I have a client, an agent in California, and he's like, what kind of GPT could I build to bring in new clients and to give to my existing clients that will add so much value and just be like a killer lead magnet, right? So I'm like, he's like, I do luxury in Palm Beach. And I'm like, oh, I know, because there's a lot of mid-century homes there and he focuses on fix and flips. So I go, what if we together, obviously I'm going to help him, create a GPT where the homeowner goes into it, like takes pictures of each room in their house, and the GPT will then suggest renovations, staging, whatever you need, right? And I feel like that would be a really good lead magnet for bringing in new business because, lead gen is great and everything, but like it's all in the lead magnet. And that's why like people think that lead gen is awful for two reasons. Either they suck at conversion or they're not providing any value and expecting to get in return like a good lead. So a lead magnet is a really great solution to that. And having an AI tool that will do that. What do you think, Madison?
Yeah, I'm all about streamlining my business. I'd love to find ways that it helps do the things that I should be doing. Like I'm right now probably not utilizing even my own prospecting methods that I know that I should be doing myself as an agent. It's just again, that's kind of we kind of talked about when you get to a certain there's ebbs and flows in business, and it like I would just love to have it all just be some very nice, consistent thing that you almost, they used to describe it's like you want to create a machine that all you have to do is like turn up the volume or turn down the volume.
Yes.
Right? That's what I want. I want to be able to turn up the volume and turn down the volume, but be in control of the flow of the business. But I know 100%, I can assure you that I have missed opportunities probably multiple times a day. I just know based on how many places people can communicate with me and how my business works online. I just know that I need more of this to help.
What would help with that most? Automation? Like, are we talking like the personalized client relationship management? Is that what we're talking?
Well, I lose a lot of leads. I lose a lot of leads. So like people who like potentially reach out on a listing post, right? Yeah. I don't touch those where I know there's other agents out there who are all over. Anybody who comments on one of their listings, they've got something going back.
What about the agents who are all over your comments?
Probably.
I feel like that's like I feel like I want to meet one of those agents and shake their hand and be like, good for you. Like that takes some balls and some dedication and some like fierce, violent prospecting efforts to go into other people's comments of their listings and try to generate business. I think that I love it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but like I
don't have the system. So I would love to be like, I just know because I hear it from people. Oh yeah, I did this. I commented on something and this person was like soliciting me to sell my house. And I was like, holy crap, really? So I know that there's a lot of opportunities where, they even say online, if you don't connect with the person within like 30 seconds, I don't know what the stat is, but 30 seconds, if you don't connect and talk to them, they're on to someone else.
Are you coming to Miami?
Yeah, 100%.
Wow. This is going to be so exciting.
It's going to be good. I'm excited. I know that this next 3 months is going to be massive change for me. And I think it's going to change my business. And all of these things are just part of that. So
do you usually go to EXP cons or is this your first one? You go?
No, like I said, I'm a 6-year veteran here. So I've been to I just took a little bit of a hiatus the last couple of years. But yeah, I've been to 4, most of them obviously Vegas, but.
Nice. I'm really excited. Do you guys know I've never been to Miami before?
Oh my gosh. Love it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You love it there. And it should be a good time. They always try to host and throw such a great, opportunity to connect. That's one of my favorite things about conferences is I love meeting other agents, people that are passionate about it, and they share so much. I've never really been in a lot of other companies, so I can't really speak to that, but I just find EXP, it's like a plug-in for the best energy and fuel you've ever felt. 100%. I feel like no wonder they make top producers show up to these events because you need it. You cannot tell me that you don't get burnt out and feel a little at the end of the year.
Right now.
And this is the time, right? Because then you come back and you're like, I'm love life again. I've gotten some really great content, or I've For me, my conference goal is this. I write down like a couple things that I want to accomplish. So like, what do I want to learn? What is so if it's AI, I'm like focusing in, I want my AI. I want to learn this. Last time I went, I was like, do I want a team? And I went and explored like, how do I build a team? And do I want a team? And what do I need to know about teams? So every year I try to show up with some sort of a goal in mind that I want to kind of like nurture or deal, like, kind of peel the onion so that when people come up to talk to me, I know I'm very focused on saying like, hey, do you have a this? Do you use this? And if they say yes, I'm like all over them for questions and help. And then
love this. I love it.
I said, yeah, what do you need in your business right now? What are you challenged with? What is like top priority in your business? And they'll say, I don't know, I'm trying to hire a virtual assistant. I said, well, I have one. What do you want to know? Like, so it's this exchange and being mindful about what you're going there for. I find that to be the best way to walk out with something valuable. That's been my main.
I feel like that's what should be the focus of this podcast. Everybody listening should be in Miami for EXPCon, and they should go in intentionally with a playbook, knowing exactly what they want to get out of it. Do you want to go and meet people for referrals? Do you want to go and learn something specific? Do you want to just go and party and blow off steam? All great, like reasons. I feel like knowing that, and I feel like, okay, I think another great thing to do is after you know what you want to get out of it, is to make a list of what we'll call blue marlins. Okay. So let's all do this. The blue marlins are the big fish, right? And make your list of your blue marlins of all the people that you want to meet and talk to. And if you can't get to them, I don't care if it's Glenn Sanford himself, okay? If you can't get to him, make a secondary list of your supporting minnows that are going to take you there. And that is your plan. And you should actually do that while you're there. What do you guys think?
100%.
Who do I want to be?
They say in business, you're only successful as the people that you know, right? Or in your inner circle. You never know how they're ever going to help you. And so that's the magic of connection.
Yeah. I think sometimes the magic is in going and then listening to people, and actually you come across something you never even thought of. So I never planned to run a team. There's so many things I haven't planned. So I feel like sometimes just going down and being open, then something sparks you. Someone's passion sparks you and you become interested, right? But the one thing I was always really, really strong on was when you go to some kind of conference or any kind of learning, you have to walk away with at least one or two things you must implement right away.
Yeah.
Right? So there's no like going home, I'm going to implement it next week. No. And my whole management team and administrative people would cry when I would go to a conference because they knew when I came home, there was changes happening. Right. Yeah. But I think, like, I never knew I was interested at all in growing organization until I went to a build event. Why did I go to a build event? Because I wanted to go see Tony Robbins. Right? Once I went to Tony Robbins, I loved Brett Gove. I'm his number one fan, right? But that's the whole thing. You don't know that until you go, right? Yeah. And one thing leads you to another. So I really do think sometimes it's like the magic of the universe, kind of like, as you were saying, like you mentioned that, the universe unfolds, right? I think the magic is in the unfolding of the universe that will kind of lead you down the path if you also don't stay rigid.
Totally.
And definitely doing this. That's good as long as you're feeling it and it's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, it's funny. I never had a plan to be in real estate. Never had a plan to run a team. I don't know about you. Did you have a plan to be in real estate at either of you?
Yeah. Like it was honestly, like someone said to me the other day, I was talking to another agent. I was trying to recruit her. to help me out. And she said to me, I don't know if like real estate's going to be forever for me. And I said, oh, and she goes, well, do you think, is it forever for you? And I said, oh, 1000%. This is me. Life. And I like, and I also like, because my parents I grew up in a real estate Century 21 brokerage. So like to say that I shouldn't have been, like, it was clearly destined to be a realtor, but I just needed to do other things in my life to get to the point where I had all the tools that I needed. And just like you said, to have the, like, my world kind of unfolded in a very unexpected way. Right. So
Yes.
I guess I was always meant to be here. It was a different journey to get there.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
What about you, Carrie? Did you come out of the womb going, put up my for sale sign?
No, I went to school for fashion, business, and pharmacy before.
Totally related.
And I was like a bartender. Yeah, I was just, I was the opportunity. Okay, so one thing about me is I am very spiritual. I am open to a lot of different, obviously, like how does an agent turn into an AI consultant? But I'm very open and I can pick up messages and opportunities that maybe other people couldn't see. And I think that's what differentiates me from others and my success from others, right? Is because I'm open. Like this was the year of saying yes to everything. And my God, because I see so much different opportunities. I'm like, sure. Whereas in the past, I would be like, oh, I don't think I want to do that. But this was the year of yes. So yeah, it definitely being able to see opportunities where maybe other people can't is a huge, reason for where I'm at today. Now,
Yeah,
I see myself going into AI. No. I can't even use a computer. Most of my
But it's brave. That's the thing. It's brave. And I think it's that, right? It's like following your authentic path when you know it's right, but not everyone around you is going to support it, right? You're going to have people around you going, what are you doing? Like, that's crazy, right? So I think it's so important to show up as your authentic self. And that's something, Carrie, that we can give you like the most credit for, right? You don't bend to be someone you're not. You really are who you are with everybody. And that's something I appreciate about you.
One thing, if I could give anybody any advice, the speed, once you figure out what you want to do, the speed to implementing it is everything in your success. Like that's one thing I've learned over the last 2 years. Speed in implementation is everything. And that's what separates, I think, the top producers from the the ones that are on the roller coaster, because they are managing to prospect and transact like a machine. Like there's no slow down button. And I'm a huge believer in that. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah. Well, it's like a top producer, right? The speed of response to a client, right? Almost immediate, even when on appointments, even when writing offers, even when sleeping, right? It's like that. Because if you don't respond to a client's needs almost immediately, they're going to a secondary person. People are not loyal to people. They're loyal to standards, right? And that's what it comes down to. That's where people make the mistake. They think, oh, they're, my family or my friends should use me. Well, are your standards at their standards, right? Yeah. Do you think that you have boundaries on your time? Like you work 9 to 5. That's awesome. But the truth is, this other 20% of the agents are going to go out and show them property 7 days a week, 18 hours a day, even at 12 o'clock at night, if that's what it means that they're able to go see that, right? In the dark with flashlights. Yeah. There.
Do you know, Jennifer, I had an agent with me at EXP and she seemed like a huge hustler. And obviously, like, she was into manifestation and everything that I believe in. But when I really got to know her, she thought she could just manifest her.
Dog.
Guys hear
It's
that?
not mine.
What, did you lose your ball?
Oh, it's not your dog. You're like, it's not mine this time.
No, he's
I don't know
quietly laying beside me.
So
You guys are
she thought she could just manifest her perfect life with zero effort. She
action.
put boundaries around time she would answer her phone, times she would work. And I just thought, do you guys want to see him? He's so cute right now. And
Which
so
one are we looking at?
we're looking at Enzo.
Enzo. It's
Enzo,
the Roddy.
what are you crying
Enzo.
Ginormous.
Enzo, buddy. What do you want a treat? You want a treat, buddy? You want to go for a walk?
It's a ball.
You want to go for a walk? Buddy? You want a treat?
Using all the buzzwords here.
It's like big chaos over there, right?
It's like a zoo over here.
Like
Oh my God, I
looking
just got back from getting cat food and I almost brought home 2 kittens with me. I had to
No.
stop myself because I think there's a rule on the number of animals you can have in your house.
There
And
is.
I'm at 4 right now.
People do not respect the rules.
Yeah. But you travel a lot, right?
Yeah, but they have their nanny, right?
Yeah, but it's like it'll hurt your heart.
I know. I don't want to leave them ever. I want to move. I'm finally getting into a position where like it's coming December and I'm like, I just want to pack up the dogs for 4 months and leave somewhere warm. But Ricardo's still working. So my husband still works. So, and he doesn't want to leave again. So I'm just going to fly in every weekend to see Jennifer in Florida.
Love that.
What else am I going to do with my life?
Right? It's so
Right.
good.
I need to
It's
get
so
her
good.
like loving energy, her queen energy. Soak some of that up, and then I'll be back here for the rest of the week.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'll
right.
go back for a refill.
I'll just float around in the pool, take a break. It's so good. 90 degrees. It's like a giant hot tub. That's the way it should be.
Yes, absolutely.
I sent these. Look, these are.
That's cute.
This is Jan and Carrie at 85 years
Oh
old.
my God. You even got my big boobs in there.
Yeah, sitting on a bench, watching the world go by.
For
You
those
guys
of you who aren't
Right.
watching the podcast,
We can use these. We can do like buyer and seller objections, right?
this is great. What are we
What
drinking?
about your commission? Well, what was that important to you? Is price more important or are you net? Yes, what ends up in my pocket is very important. You're just a drunk. You're just a drunk.
I think everybody needs
I love you
alcohol.
so much. I haven't seen you in like 2 or 3 months now, and I think we're going through it.
Totally. And it'll be so great to see Madison in person. I've
Right.
never met you physically in
Well,
person.
but you know what, Jen? I feel like you must be someone that shows up at EXP conferences in a very big way.
all the time.
So I
She-
feel like I know you.
All of them. Yeah, it's
I know you.
I have.
Madison, I call her the master connector. I've never in my life met a true connector before I met her. It was another level. I thought, who is this angel who spends 100% of her energy supporting other people? Never met
love.
anyone else in my life who puts that much of themselves into everybody else. Like literally, she's my bestie for life.
That's
But
amazing.
see, that's like universal energy of serving others, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Madison has it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Cause it's bigger than real estate for me. And I tell my clients that all the time. I'm like,
I
I'm
know
not
it.
doing this to sell you a house. I'm doing this to like forge this long lasting relationship with you. I will be your person until you're selling your house and you're like, retired. And like, I want to be there for all of it. And I want to be everyone's everything. And I think we underestimate sometimes when that effort gets put forth, and that's why I said to Carrie, I was afraid to implement some of these things in my business because I don't want to not be able to service my clients to the best of my ability. So there always was that little bit of fear that what if you do some of these things and you get busy and then you can't do it all. So that's why I needed the course, because there's got to be other things I implement too to help alleviate some of the tasks.
I got one for you.
Exactly.
I'm launching a tool in December. JJ and her team is going to beta test it in December. It'll be officially launched in January. It's like an assistant. And I created this out of my own personal shortcomings around client relationships, because I would look at people like Jennifer, like dropping off baked goods, knowing all the names of her clients' kids and what's
I don't drop
in
baked
their
goods.
lives. But do you know what I
Literally
mean?
just
Like, you know that like Wonder Woman realtor? That was never me. I was a shark. I was actually like, they used to call me a honey badger. Cute, but I'll rip your face off. Could negotiate, and I was aggressive as F, you know what I mean? But I had no skill. Like, I don't even know like Jennifer's birthday, and she's my bestie, and I never will, no matter how many times she tells me. That's just who I am.
Me too. That's easy. Canadians,
Right?
we got them.
So I thought, what kind of AI tool could I build that would support me back then so that I could help people like me? And that's what it was. So it's an assistant that attaches to your KV core that is going to take all of the voice notes, record them in the database, and then personalize all communication with them going forward, so that I don't have to be all of this, because I am what I'm good at and I know what I'm not good at. So now I have an AI that is good at that. It tells me who I need to talk to today. It reminds me their dog's name and that they're vegan. And you know what I mean? Like all of these things. It's only like a small part of it, but that's what this platform is based around, is around the client relationship. So I'm going to set you up with that too.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And I do think exactly what Carrie said. The AI and putting in systems is actually, like, if you look at the back end of what we've created, we're extremely systematized. The client has the same experience over and over, because I ran into exactly what your fear is, which was I provided such a high level of service and gave so much that I got so busy that I could not service. Like when I got to 100 deals a year, it was like 1.1 million. The challenge became not being able to provide that high level of service an instant. Right. So I became very stressed. So that's why I ended up growing this team. So, and then it becomes like you start to realize your management team, those hires that you have that learn to speak like you, be like you, provide the service that you want, are even more important than the agents that you bring on. Agents may come and go, but that management team that is the extension of you, they're your arms, they're critical, right? You lose one of those team members, like this management group, that's more significant than if you lost an agent. An agent's replaceable, right?
Yeah.
So there's so many things.
That is so true.
Yeah. And most people forget that, right? It's like, oh, my agents are so important. I'm doting on my agents. That's so great. I mean, I have amazing agents. My first agent that joined with me 7 years ago is still with me, right? So, I mean, I love them. I love the agents that we have. And I believe, that people are with you as long as they're meant to be with you. Like it's that same premise of a season, a reason, a lifetime, right? So people are with you to learn and have an experience with you for a period of time. And with agents, you want their growth. the blessing with EXP is that it's not like other brokerages where you grow them up and there's nowhere to go, right? If they want to go off on their own, they're just joining into the brokerage. And usually the agent would worry there's going to be tension there. So they leave. Usually they leave the brokerage, right? The blessing has been with EXP being able to bring them on and say, hey, what we're going to do is grow you up in option 1. You learn in the team first. You go through our boot camp. You learn how to be an agent. We train you up. You do as well as you want. If you choose, you can go into option 2, and now you're under your own brand. You're still under a team cap. We're going to support you in this administrative stuff and your branding, right? And then when you feel that you're ready to become an icon agent and really hit it out of the park, we can move you to option 3, right?
Yeah.
Or now you're an individual agent, you're going to icon, we give you VAs to support you, blah, 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 blah. So the idea is that EXP and the way that we've been able to set up with real estate teams is we don't clip their wings, right? You'll hear team leaders say, we bring people in, we lock the doors, right? Okay, how is that supporting people? It's not.
Yeah.
The idea is that you want to grow people. You want people to become bigger than you are, right? And I just don't like, that's been a challenge in the industry where people think, oh my God, this person's leaving and they're going to go compete against me, right? There's no competition, people. That's scarcity thinking. The truth is there's abundance in the world and you're not competing unless you believe you're competing. I don't compete. I don't need to compete.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super
It's so
excited,
fun.
guys, to see both of you in Miami. And we're going to have, is anybody busy? We should meet on Wednesday because I got stages on Monday and Tuesday. Let's meet at Lowe's Pool before the event. What do you think? For some poolside drinks before the.
Sure, I'm always up for it.
You mean like after the what's happening Wednesday? I'm on stage. I think I'm going to break out Wednesday.
So Wednesday is the closing party with the
Is it
turtle thing. Do you know that that's what that
I
is?
saw that Wednesday. I just didn't.
I think it's like some kind of sea turtle hatching thing on the beach. And it's supposed to be like the run of the turtles. Or I'm like,
I want to see the run of the turtles
because I don't know anything about this. But
what are you talking about? There's a run of the turtles.
Well, it's when they like wash up on the shore and like hatch their eggs or something. I don't know what's.
Yeah, and then they know the eggs are going to hatch, so they stand on each side and they watch. They watch at sunset. All the turtles the little turtles all crawl their way back into the ocean at sunset.
That's what we're doing.
Okay, when?
Thursday at Lowe's Beach, because Lowe's is where the closing party is on the beach. No, Wednesday.
I know I read this.
Yeah.
Yep, I did.
That's where I'm staying, Jennifer.
Are you staying?
I can't afford Nobu.
Oh, bloody hell.
I'm staying at Lowe's, so I don't have to cab to
Lowe's is nice. Lowe's is where the closing party is too, I think, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's when the turtle thing happens.
Well, I will
be asking everybody at the conference, anybody know where the turtle hatching is happening?
Right. No, it'll be so fun.
It's the party. That's where the party is.
Well, I'm always there for the party, so I'm not going to miss the party.
Yeah.
So we can meet there right before for like an appetizer before we drink.
Yeah. Well, we'll 100% be doing that, won't we? 100%.
Perfect.
Thank
you, Madison, for coming on. This has been such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
What a pleasure. She's got the beautiful energy. She's like a light in the world.
Not the best ring light, but yes, I am a light.
No, you really are light. Even without your ring light, you're still a light.
That's sweet.
See you light. Yeah, it'll be so good. I can't wait to meet you in person down there.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Lovely.
Thank you.
So good.
Okay.
Till next.
Thanks for listening to Everything They Never Told You About Real Estate. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. To connect with Carrie or for more information about her coaching program, check out carriesove.ca or at Carrie Sauve and Associates on Instagram and TikTok. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.